Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial. I feel like it's been forever since I have uploaded a video with me speaking, and today it's going to be on my template 4. Now template 4 has been out for couple of years now, but she has finally been converted to SVG. I apologize for those who kept asking me, when is she coming out? Guys, it's been 2021, I think for many of you for us personally, has been very, very, very stressful. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been very stressful. And honestly, if you've noticed, I really wasn't that active on my Instagram. I mean, yeah, I was posting here and there, but I feel like I wasn't really creating anything new. Just reposting different things. Just because life has gotten in the way. My children, I feel like ever since my 2 oldest has started school, I feel like my kids have literally been sick every other week. And I have 4 of them. So, and if you're a parent, you know, one gets sick and then pretty much everyone gets sick, you know, and I have 2 little ones, a 2 and a 3-year-old. And when they're sick, well, you know, it just requires, I mean, there was one point, guys, where there was literally, this was just like a month ago, all 4 of them were sick with ear infections. I was literally going to the doctor like every day. One of them had to go to the ER. I mean, it's been crazy. But I am back, 2022. I hope it's a wonderful year for all of you, including myself and my family. Hopefully we can stay healthy. And I just, you know, I honestly miss making tutorials, making new templates. I have all these things I want to create for you guys, and I figured, you know what, let's start with template 4 SVG, because that has been requested by a couple of my followers and she is finally available. So we're gonna make this cutie right here. Honestly, she's one of my go-to flowers now with template 4. Honestly, this is one of those templates that, honestly, I'll be honest, I don't really use. And then there was a particular set that I was working on a lot on Etsy for clients that required a flower like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, why have I not used her? She's so cute. So I do have a couple of tutorials under my saved highlight stories. I want to say there's about 3 of them, because you can make different flowers with them. But honestly, I find this is my go-to because it's simple, it's beautiful, just add a beautiful center, a cute little gem, and bam. Now I'm sorry if it's too bright, the lighting, it's been so cloudy here. But my kids are not home, and that's the only time I can take advantage is when they are not home. So I wanted to test out this new paper that this paper company called Ecological Fibers reached out to me and asked if I would try some of their products. And of course, I wasn't going to say no. I'm like, yes, because I love testing out new stuff out there to, you know, share with you guys. You know, and typically when I make paper flowers, I do, you know, cardstock, and now recently I've been getting into a lot of text weight paper, just because if you've been in this business, you know that paper prices have been going up along with shipping. And honestly, I mean, yeah, it can put you down a little bit. So when they reached out, I was like, you know what, I will give it a try and see. And today I'm trying one of their papers. I don't know if it's a paper or if it's some sort of like cloth material. This is their natural woven cloth. Let me show you right here. So it is text weight, 80-pound text weight paper. So as you can see, it has that woven cloth material look. So I was able to cut this with my Cricut maker, guys, and I did. So I really wasn't able to find a setting, because, you know, with Cricut you're able to find different settings under their fabric. All right, guys, so yeah, as I was saying, I did cut it under the faux, actually, so the leather settings, but it's the faux leather, because there's actually one setting that's for leather, and then this one was under the faux leather setting that I actually cut this out, and I cut it out beautifully. So you can find this if you're interested in any of the ecological fibers paper. So like I said, this is a woven one. I was sent a couple of other samples. I have tried their their suede as well. I posted a reel, a Instagram reel, where I did a kind of like a suede flower. Let me show you, because I have it right here. So this is their, as you can see right here, this is their suede. Oh my gosh, I love it. So this, like I said, these are text weight. This is, I believe, 81 pound text weight, so 81 text weight. So it is thin. It's not like your typical cardstock 65 pound, but I mean it's pretty nice. I wouldn't recommend, just because it is, as you can see, one-sided. Like with roses or anything like that, I wouldn't use it. But like as for centers or for simple flowers like this, where we're just seeing the top layer, it works beautifully. And as you can see, it curls too. Like as you can see, I was able to curl the petals back. Lightweight, gorgeous, I love it. So again, they did reach out and say that their stuff is available in Walmart, a couple of their stuff. So I will have this that I am using linked if you are interested. It's only Walmart online though, guys, so not the actual like in store, but you would have to go online. And honestly, I mean, if you, I don't know, maybe some of you don't go on Walmart online, but guys, they do carry other brands like Nina. You guys know I love using Nina as well. Nina paper, Astro Brights. Like you can even Spring Hill, the brand. I sometimes go on their website and check, because sometimes they have deals. So I would highly recommend for you guys to check out Walmart.com and see, you know, online, sometimes just, a month here or so, I'll be like, you know what, let me see who has sales. So it's nice to know that Ecological Fibers is on there. So yeah, so I decided, you know what, let's give it a try to see, because I know sometimes you guys are wondering, does I always use cardstock? Absolutely not. Like I said, I like to try different stuff, different materials, so yeah, so this is what we are using today. And I have right here, so I did have, like I said, my Cricut maker cut it under the faux leather settings. So let's go ahead and peel her off. So with template 4, I did use the second smallest petal. And let me go ahead first and get this off and show you. So there we go. So let me show you the template. Okay, so you receive 7 of these petals and then 2 of these. So if you go under my Instagram saved highlight stories, I do have a tutorial, a couple of tutorials on there. There's, I believe, about 3 of them using, oh my gosh, I can never speak with you guys, using this template. So, because you can see these 2 are definitely not the same as this one. That's because when I created her, guys, template 4 many years ago, the flower that I had in mind was a different flower, a flat flower. So, and that's where these came in hand. But I do have a video / picture tutorial under my saved highlight stories if you're curious to see how I use these. But for today, we're just using 1 petal, and I'm using, like I said, the second smallest petal. So if you want to make larger flower like this one, but using a larger petal, just use the largest petal. Now, because I said she is available in SVG, guys, you are able, if you have my SVG and if you know how to size down the petals, you are able to make different sizes, guys. I always get asked, if I'm gonna get upset if you guys mess around with my SVG, make the petals smaller or larger. Absolutely not. That's what an SVG is for. I will give you the directions and measurements and tell you the measurements of mine, just, because this is, the original sizing. But, if you have the SVG, just select all and you're able to manipulate them, make them bigger, make them smaller, up to you, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. So you are going to need cardstock, text weight, whatever you want. So like I said, I am using this woven cloth paper from Ecological Fibers, but you can do, again, anything. If you have cardstock, text weight, you can do whatever you have at hand, guys. So as you can see, I did do 5. Now she is available PDF and hard copy. So if you don't have a Cricut machine, because another question I get a lot is like, I want to get in this business, but I don't have a cutting machine. You guys, if you're like an OG follower of mine, you guys know that I just started using my cutting machines. to cut some of my petals out. Pretty much 97% of the time, I'm cutting everything by hand, guys. I really am. You know, the only time that I really use my Cricut, if anything, is to cutting out centers, or if it's small petals. I don't have the patience to like load and unload the paper. I don't have the patience. I would rather cut by hand. But I know some of you would rather cut, you know, with the Cricut Maker or Silhouette or whatever. So that's why I've been slowly but surely converting all my PDF templates to SVGs, so I have that available for you guys, okay? So let me go ahead and get these off and grab the stuff we need, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I have a couple of the petals prepped here. Guys, this is such a why can't I speak with you guys? This is such a super simple flower to make. So wooden dowel, or anything that you have to curl with, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a wooden dowel. So grab your petals, and you're just going to give it a curl back. This is what we want. Grab your scissors. Now this is just a 1-layer flower, but I mean, obviously if you wanted to add more layers, which I have done before, creating a similar flower style like this, but like with 2 petals, just use 2 different petal sizes, guys, okay? So there are my 5 all prepped. So we are going to start gluing them around. And I'm going to start it the way I always do with my flowers, by adding a small dot to the corner. And then we're going to work ourselves around. I'm going to give this one more of a curl back. Just like that. I don't think the camera is doing justice, like how pretty this paper is, guys. So pretty. All right, so there we go. We have our 5 petals. So now, as we can see, we have that circle there, that hole. So you're gonna get a scrap, same color, guys, large enough to cover up that hole that we have going on there. I am using my Surebonner mini detailed glue gun. I will go ahead and have this linked under my YouTube. This is my go-to glue gun, especially with small paper flowers. And I do use their larger one, which I will also have in linked below, for their full-size glue gun for when like I'm working with larger flowers. But for the small ones, oh, love it. Okay, so we're all done, guys. So all we need is a center. So obviously you can do whatever you guys want here. But I was on Cricut Design Space the other day, and I seen, you know, sometimes I get going on there because, you know, Cricut, you know, they will update like their images and whatnot, add on new ones. So I always like to see, you know, what jumps out at me. And I typed in the word dandelion just because I have about 3 other centers that I use that are part of the dandelion like image search engine or whatever. So in your search, you're going to type in dandelion. I will insert a video clip right after this of me showing you how to look for it, and I will show you exactly what the image looks like. But when I seen this image, I was like, I need it because it's so pretty. I am just a sucker for, like, I mean, if you notice a lot of my flowers, they kind of, I tend to gravitate towards these type of centers. So this is 2 of them. So again, I did go under the search and typed in dandelion, and it is part of the Disney collection, I believe, under, oh my God, who's the fairy? Why can't I think of the fairy from Peter Pan? Tinkerbell. I believe it's under the Disney Tinkerbell like collection, because there's like a lot of Tinkerbells and whatnot, and this was one of the images, and I was like, oh, I need it. Absolutely love it. So I did cut 2 different sizes. And you know, here's a tip, guys, if you ever like are wondering, well, what size of a center do I need? So one of the things that I do is, once my flower is assembled, okay, so here we go. You need something to measure with. I get my measuring tape, and then I kind of measure roughly where I want how big I want it. So as you can see, I kind of have it up to the 4 inches. So that's telling me that I need to spread this image around 4 inches, and that's exactly what I did. I did one 4.3, which is the largest, and then the smallest one I did it slightly smaller to 3.9. So that is a tip for you, that if you're like, well, what kind of center size do I need? Grab something to measure with and measure the size, and then just resize it on your Cricut Maker or whatever you have. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert that clip right here showing you how to search for that image, and then I'll be right back to finish this up. To open up Cricut Design Space. Sorry if it's shaky because I am holding my phone with one hand and using the other. So in order to find this image, if you want to use it, you are going to go to images. Okay, you're going to go here to the search. You're going to type in dandelion. Okay, so you are going to get a couple of different images, and some of these might be familiar because I have used them. Like this one I tend to use a lot, this one too. I mean, there's a lot of great ones here that you could use as centers as well, especially this one. I tend to use this one a lot, and actually I do have a video, I don't know, some sort of tutorial, I don't remember where. I'll try to link it underneath below here on YouTube, if you're watching it on YouTube, showing you how to slice off the stem. I want to say it's here on YouTube, the video tutorial on how to slice off the stem, because some of these guys, the images, you're not able, like if you want to ungroup the image, you can't, you know. And when I seen this top part here, I was like, oh, I love it. It would be great as a center. So all you have to do is just slice off the stem so you have this top part as a center. It's honestly one of my favorites, and I'll show you. I have a flower right here. So as you can see, that flower right there, that's actually that center right there. I just cut out a couple of sizes and it makes such a beautiful center. So that's also an option right there as a center. But the one that I use, let's see if I can find it. Okay, so it's this one right here. Now, I am going to tell you, if you have Cricut Access, it's not part of it. And by that, I mean, if you have the Cricut Access that you pay monthly, anything with the A is free pretty much. But it's not. I believe the image is $1.99. I bought it just because I already know that I'm going to be using it a lot for my flowers, so I definitely think it's worth it. So this is the image that you want, and then you are going to add to Canvas. Okay, so obviously from here you can resize it to your liking. So what I did 4.3. Okay, then I duplicated it because I want 2 of them. I always like to layer, I mean, but obviously you don't have to. And then I did 3.9. So I did 2 different sizes, one slightly smaller than the other. And the images are right here. Just full warning, if you notice real closely, when you cut on your mat, I think there's like 2 of them that are single. As you can see, this one is not attached. So don't worry if you think, oh my God, it tore apart. No, it just comes like that. There's like 2 of them, I want to say, that are not, or 3. I think I counted 3, but there's going to be a few that are not attached to the image, but it's okay. I mean, I don't mind it, but just in case you're worrying, like, oh my God, did it not cut properly? No, there's just a couple of them that will not cut. Okay. All right, you guys, so now you know how to look for that image on Cricut Design Space. So this is what it looks like cut out. So like I said, I did 2 different sizes. So I mean, if you just wanted to do one, I mean, that's perfectly fine. I like just more of a wow. You can definitely add more. I'm definitely going to be using this center a lot, but that's for sure. I already have, my head's already spinning on some flowers I can make incorporating. It's such a beautiful center. So I did use cardstock with this, and I did use from Nina, their metallic cardstock that you can find also at Walmart at their stores. It's a metallic pack. I believe it's 25 cardstock, 65 pound, but there's 4 different shades of metallic, and this is one of them. It's like a nice pearly white, but a champagne color also comes in that pack, and then 2 different shades of silver. One's dark and one's light. So all you do pretty much is I'm just going to go ahead and add my glue in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and place the smaller one on top. Okay. And then I always personally, I mean, you could just leave it like this, but I always like to add some sort of bling bling. I always get asked about my gems. This one is from Amazon. Most of the gems now, guys, do come from Amazon. I just, in the search engine, I put in rhinestones. I will go ahead also and have this linked under my YouTube if you're interested. I believe it came in I know it came in a pack of a variety of different other rhinestones. It's so pretty, isn't it? Ugh, love it. So I'm going to go ahead and add her. So I'm going to put her on here just because I have my silicone mat here. So in case if the glue kind of bleeds, it's not going to stick to it. So just add the glue. Quite a bit. And just add her in the center. Press down. Give it a couple of seconds. All right, so there you go. Isn't she pretty? All right, and then all you need is your flower. Add your glue. And then place her in the center. Give it a push down. And voila. You're all done. Isn't that super simple? Oh, and pretty. You know, guys, this has been my thing lately too. It's just creating flowers that are simple, easy, especially for those of you who are starting, wanting to get in this journey of paper flowers. Because believe me, when I first started out, I was so intimidated by some of these flowers. And that's why I like showing you guys, like, listen, you can create such beautiful flowers that are super easy. And yeah, and this is definitely one of them. So again, this is my template 4. And you can find the template at www.arielleasedesigns.com. So remember, guys, my templates, my PDF and SVGs, and all my hard copies, they're all found on my website now, www.arielleasedesigns.com. They are no longer on my Etsy. I do have a couple of my hard copy templates there on Etsy, but pretty much all my templates are now. I'm just trying to kind of, like you guys know, I've said this before, I try to separate my templates from my actual paper flower sets because it can get a little overwhelming. So it's easier for me to manage my templates on another website and then my paper flower set. So I do make paper flower sets too, guys, like already done for you to go ahead and mount to your wall. So if you're ever wanting something customizable to you, which I absolutely love doing customized orders, just shoot me a message either on my Instagram at Ariel Lease Designs or my Gmail, arielleasedesigns@gmail.com, and I'd be happy. Or even on my Etsy, guys. Either one of those 3, you can reach out to me. You guys know I'm always here to help you guys. And yes, I hope you guys found that helpful, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.